Ending a prolonged hiatus from knights, knaves, and mythical winged beasts, Capcom returns to the realm of fantasy in Dragon's Dogma, an open-world action RPG developed by the team behind the Devil May Cry series. With no short supply of riveting role-playing experiences these days, it can be tough to bring something new to the table, but Dragon's Dogma just might have what it takes to stand among the giants of the genre. The following points are just a few reasons why we believe this Western-inspired fantasy romp from Japan stands out, and why its creed may be worth approaching in the near future.
It's the dragon!
Now choose, flee, or step forth.
Set across the sprawling landscapes of a fictional medieval realm, Dragon's Dogma brings a fully traversable open-world environment to life, with stunning vistas, bustling villages, and danger waiting at every errant turn. But more than just large expanses of land connecting each critical path to the next, the world of Dragon's Dogma delivers a living, breathing ecosystem designed entirely with the adventurer in mind. There are more than just goblins to be found over the game's vast stretches of terrain. Treks through creature-infested lands may reveal stranded peddlers in need of assistance, while investigating seemingly unoccupied keeps may turn up a few unexpected visitors. Quests acquired through the central storyline and town job board offer a direct path towards making your mark as the mysterious dragon-touched Arisen. But it's clear that diving deep into the cracks and crevasses of the game's uniquely populated fantasy world add interest to your grand expedition.
Gregori, Nestesta, Nesti. Take up arms, newly arisen.
Who says you can't have your cake and eat it too? Though fantasy RPGs aren't usually recognized for tactile combat mechanics, Dragon's Dogma's emphasis on responsive, feedback-heavy fighting stands at the fore of the game's action-driven gameplay. At a glance, the game's particular style of combat may seem like a nod to the deliberate swordplay of From Software's Soul series, but in truth, it most closely resembles the weighty physicality of Capcom's own Monster Hunter, with an overt mechanical reference to the creature clambering in Shadow of the Colossus. Whether raining steel upon a band of hobgoblins, loosing a carefully aimed arrow from your bow, or scaling the jiggling bulk of a rampaging ogre, physical interaction weighs heavily throughout battle. Objects or beings can be hefted and tossed, and mundane farm animals can be prodded and harassed with the same methods you'd use to take down a mythical beast.
Stray from the roads, and we'll soon find monsters arisen.
With an initial set of archetypal class tropes such as the warrior, strider, and mage, professions in Dragon's Dogma may not seem too far off from what's been done in the past. But there's enticing opportunity for advancement after acquiring a certain amount of job experience out in the field, allowing certain classes, like the mage, the means to cast more complex and volatile schools of magic as a sorcerer. More interesting still is when the game gives players the option of advancing to a unique hybrid class, offering combined surprises such as the spell-shooting magic archer. With Dragon's Dogma's emphasis on the slaying of all manner of fantastic creatures, choosing your class and learning abilities to best complement your playstyle seems to be one of the most important processes of play. But you'll also be able to count on the support of your allies.
But make a gift of these hates to the Duke, and you might earn yourself a real title.
We speak to you from across great distance. The Pawn Legion has awaited you.
As it turns out, one of the biggest perks of being the Arisen is having a small army of pawns at your disposal, soulless, sentient humanoids more than happy to join you on your quest. Conscripted mainly through contact in the open world, as well as through mysterious rift stones at every major sanctuary, pawns bring a diverse array of capabilities to accompany your own. The game's Soul Network function allows personal pawns to be uploaded and hired by other players online. Apart from returning with a tidy sum of credits, pawns that are hired out by others also bring back precious in-game knowledge of quests and monster weaknesses that they've encountered on their virtual travels. And if that chimera is still giving you some trouble after numerous attempts, renting out a leveled-up warrior is a viable alternative too.
Our fealty is sworn to you, Arisen. From this day, the Legion's men called pawns live and die by your command.
With plenty more to see and do within the bounds of this ambitious action RPG, Dragon's Dogma certainly seems like a promising new venture for fans of all things swords and sorcery. But will Capcom's unique take on fantasy be able to reach the heights to which it aspires? Find out in the coming months if Dragon's Dogma can rewrite the doctrines of the modern RPG in our full review.
All the world finished! All will die!